Welcome back to Riley's Moto Garage, guys. As you just seen, I had some time after work one day this week and I got these carburetors all cleaned up. They look a hell of a lot better than what they did. Like I said, I didn't think they were horrible enough to come fully apart. But got the rebuild kit. I'm only really gonna need the O-rings. As you guys can see, these things were crusty, they're stiff, they're not even a ring anymore, they're pretty flat. This one broke as soon as I tried taking it out. Other than that, all the main jets and everything were very clean. Cleaned them in the chem dip. Got them all washed off. These look perfectly fine. No issues there. Bowls threw in there. They're all cleaned up. Looking good. So we'll get those back together and go from there. Carburetors are back together, guys. Looking pretty good. So I also got some spark plugs. Have no idea if they are the correct ones or not. Trusted the internet on what it said, and I haven't even pulled these off. But as you can see, there's shit in there that I gotta vacuum out. So let's get the vacuum and get those vacuumed out, get those spark plugs out, make sure we have spark, and get these carburetors back on if we do. Alright guys, before we take the vacuum and do that, I got sidetracked. I actually wanted to get that fuel cap off this gas tank because I didn't have the key. So I knew that there was a security bolt right here, so I drilled that out while it was on the gas tank, and there's fuel in there. I don't know how old it is, so we got to drain that out, and that's why I wanted to do that while I was vacuuming, because that takes forever to do when there's quite a bit of gas in there. So just wanted to keep you up with that. Catch you when I get to vacuuming. So I actually just wanted to show this to you guys. I cleaned it up, and actually it cleaned up really nice. The inside, I don't think I have a flashlight. Hold on, let me grab my phone. Turn the flashlight on for you guys so you can see in there. It's actually, let's see, can I do this? There we go, yeah, there you go. Fairly clean in there. Almost no rust. Starting to, but there's not anything to be worried about in there. And underneath was quite dirty. I just wiped it down, cleaned it up so it looked a lot better. It's all surface rust, I'm not too worried about that. So we're all good there too. Took the pepcock off to clean that area up. It's a clean area. Pepcocks are actually right over here. Very clean. Nothing wrong with it. So put that back in. And the new fuel cap for it should also be delivered in the mail today. So we'll have that. So again, procrastinating this vacuuming, but let's get on to cleaning these spark plugs up and get them swapped out. Alright guys, got the spark plugs cleaned out, changed. Here's one of the old ones. Here's the other old one. Got them changed. Oh, they're upside down. Got those changed. They are really crusty. I did check for spark. We have spark. So now let's get these carburetors back on, the stock airbox back on, and see if this thing doesn't fire up. I don't see why it wouldn't. Alright guys, got the carburetors back in, got the stock airbags back on. For once, I was actually able to get these back onto the carburetors fairly easily. They popped right on, no problem. Clean that out, put the battery back in, that's all back on, everything's hooked up. As of right now, we're just waiting on the mail to be delivered for fuel cap, so we can put that in, put some fresh gas in, run fuel lines, run the line to the port for fuel tank, and then we can see if this thing will fire. Alright guys, while waiting for the mail to be delivered so we can get the gas tank on this thing, I started digging into the wiring a little bit. Was using the meter to see what wires are doing what. Found the left turn signal and the right turn signal. And then I'm also believing, because I have this torn apart for this so I can see the wires coming from the high beam, low beam. And I'm guessing that these are going to be my two wires here, the red with the yellow and the red with the black. From the diagram that I'm also using, these seem like the correct wires. We won't be able to test it until we have a headlight, plus it needs to be running. And with that, I think I need to go get fuel and gas line. So I'll see you guys. Alright guys, before I leave, I just wanted to put this bike back together for the most part since we have everything back on. So I threw these back on, did a drift stitch back here to pull this together so it looks a lot better than what it did. Closed up the gap here. Do have a crack right here that we're going to have to fix at some point. But other than that, it's all back on. We are going to have to take the tank back off to put fuel line on it once I get that. And we're still waiting on this. But yeah, see you guys when I get back. Alright guys, got the fuel line on there, as you can see. Got the vacuum hooked up. Now all we're waiting for is the mail to still get here for fuel cap. And once that's here, we'll put fuel in this, and the next clip will be us trying to see if this will start. Alright guys, I didn't want to wait anymore for the mail people to come, so we're just going to see if this thing wants to fire up. Put the screwdriver in here, see where we're at here. We're off, and that should turn our turn signals on. Yep, okay, we should be good. Fuel is on. Now it's probably going to have to pump some fuel in, so let's see if she'll fire after she turns over a little bit. I think the battery's dying. Let me hook up the battery charger.
battery charger is hooked up. I think the battery's bad, which is why it's doing that. A little cold, but she runs. Alright guys, got it pushed out here to the driveway. Let's see if she'll idle. Get the key turned on. Choke on. Alright guys, just as you saw, this thing started up and ran beautifully. Couldn't really ask for anything more. So, if you like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow for more. Catch you later.